Hey, Josh the Balloon Guy here, and today I thought we would do frogs. Now, this first one I'm going to teach you is one that I came up with while I was at church camp one year. I was about 12 years old, and it was something Dad had asked me if I could work on because I had taken some balloons to church camp and was teaching how to use balloons to interact with people and just, kind of spread the gospel that way. But so I had the balloons and I worked on it, and this is what I came up with. So we're going to start with our balloon. We're going to inflate it a little bit longer than we do a dog, so about a hand, not quite 2 hand widths for the tail. And we're going to start with a 2-finger bubble that we make a pinch twist, and then a 4-finger bubble, another 2-finger bubble pinch twist, come back across, match it up, wrap it into that first pinch twist, and then we're going to actually go back across and make 2 bubbles. They end up being about 2 fingers each, maybe a little bit bigger because we're matching the width there and going back into that other pinch twist. Okay, and then we're going to go down with about a 4-finger bubble, a 1 to 2-finger bubble pinch twist, another 4-finger bubble, 1 to 2-finger bubble pinch twist, a 2-finger bubble, another 1 to 2-finger bubble pinch twist, and then we're basically going to duplicate that back down to this other pinch twist. So whatever that length that is, which it should be a 4-finger, we want to twist that in, make sure they match, do another small pinch twist, and I'm actually going to take these 2 middle pinch twists and go ahead and twist them together. That makes the frog's booty. Okay, come back up, we're going to match here, and then go into that original pinch twist. And go ahead and break that off. I broke it off near the end because there's a couple things you can do here. One of which, of course, is to tie that pinch twist into place so nothing comes undone. But another is that if your bubble is big enough, your legs should almost rest inside the head. Okay, that frog is ready to go. He's charged up and ready to leap at any time. But if your pinch twist is not big enough and you want it to be in that seated position, you can bring this end around and wrap it to kind of lock it in place. And then on here, I just draw what I call the Kermit eyes, kind of the Muppet, with a line with a circle in the middle, and then a big old smile. And that's the frog I came up with when I was 12. Well, in preparing for today's video, some inspiration struck me, and I was like, you know what? It's been a while, and I need a new frog, so I came up with one. All right, so we're going to take actually 3 260s. I do 2 different shades of green, a red, and then a 5-inch round. In this case, I'm going to use yellow. You can use white, you can use brown, you can use whatever you've got there, or you can even use a scrap 260 and do a couple pinch twists. But we're going to blow this up, leaving about 2 hand widths. Okay, just under maybe 7 fingers. I'm going to go ahead and tie it off, and I'm going to do 3 1-finger bubble pinch twists. All together clustered, and then I'm going to do a 2 to 3-finger bubble, another 1-finger bubble pinch twist, a 2-finger bubble. Okay, so this one's a little bit longer than this one, and then a 2-finger bubble pinch twist. I'm going to do a 3-finger bubble pedal, putting the pinch twist on top, and then I'm going to come back and do a 4-finger, maybe 5-finger bubble, a big pinch twist, come back up, matching, wrapping it into that pinch twist right there behind the pedal twist, and then I'm going to make the other arm. So again, 2-finger bubble, small pinch twist, 3-finger bubble, and then 3 1-finger bubble pinch twist. I know I'm going kind of fast with this, but you can always watch the video back and see how I do it if you like this frog. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and break that off, tie off, just to make sure we have nothing escaping, okay? All right, set him down for just a second, pick up my other shade of green, inflate it roughly the same, and then start almost the same with 3 one-finger pinch twists. Okay, but then I'm going to do a 4-finger bubble, then a 1-finger pinch twist, and then a 2-finger bubble. At this point, I'm going to wrap that into the back pinch twist on my frog, and I'm going to leave the darker green on top, bring this lighter green down, kind of match it up, maybe just slightly shorter, go up into the head, into that middle pinch twist there. Okay, and then I'm going to twist off about a 3-finger bubble and push the end of my balloon through the head. And yes, this takes some practice. Okay, then I'm going to give it a big, about a 4 or 5-finger bubble. Not going to pedal it because I'm not twisting it back to itself. I'm going to twist it into that pinch twist behind the head, and then come back down the body, matching the original bubble for the lighter green. Go into that pinch twist at the back, and hopefully we don't lose it. Whoop, froggy jumped. All right, we kind of lost it, so we're going to make the legs twist together. All right, so we got our darker one on top, our lighter one coming out the back. We're going to match the same size. So 2-finger bubble, pinch twist, 4-finger, and then 3 tiny pinch twists. All right, I'm going to break that off at the tip so that I have enough to wrap around and lock. And I'm also going to use that here in just a second, because with what I've got right now, make sure everything is positioned. Bring my front legs down next to the head. The back legs, I'm going to tuck the 2-finger bubble in between the 2 different shades of green, and then bring my rear feet together, and I'm going to use that end of that balloon to wrap them. Okay, all right, so we've got the basis of our frog. I'm going to take the 5-inch round. I'm not going to go real big, and then I'm going to split it, tuck that into that head, and then the red, I'm just going to do something called a puff inflate, where you just put just a puff of air in there, tie it off, and then where we made that split underneath the mouth, I'm going to tie that around, tuck it back in, and our froggy is leaping after his dinner, and we might even still give him those slitted eyes, but this time I'm just going to draw the line. I'm not going to put the circle in the middle. All right. So the frog that I made when I was 12, or the frog I made today, and everybody out there on the internet has different frogs in between. But as always, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.